It is 9/11, February 11th, 2013. How you doing, people? This is Gerald. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you were able to accomplish things that you needed to take care of. And folks like myself that work on the weekend, I still hope that you was able to maximize your time, even though you had obligations to take care of. Right off the bat, I woke up this morning and they announced that the Pope is stepping down February 28th, which is a monumental event for us all because historically that has not happened. I think they said in 700 years, so there's going to be a successor. But also this week is Valentine's Day, the day of love. The I started my day early this morning, and I got to thinking. I'm like, it starts 3 weeks out usually. You start to see the machine focusing about Valentine's Day, especially if you shop at Walmart. Shoot, when one holiday goes or a significant period or day, they are already, like the next day, they are already setting up shop. That's the machine for revenue. So that got me thinking about something, about Valentine's Day. Now, first of all, let me throw this disclaimer out there. I'm not ranting. I just wanted to point something out. Because Valentine's Day is supposed to be the day of reflection, of showing your love for someone, and you're honoring them on that day. It made me wonder, well, if you have someone that is significant in your life, what about the other 364 days other than this day? That is the day of celebration. Because if that person has significance in your life, you should be already acknowledging them. But that template is actually a reflection of your environment. You see what I'm getting at? If you're loving yourself, you're honoring yourself, you're holding yourself to a certain standard of accountability, and everything about your life should reflect from that. That's the greatest honor that you could have, because you're within flow. Now, I kind of understand how ladies, it can be bittersweet. Yes, you're gonna receive accolades on that day, but then on the flip side, you're thinking, well, why can't you be doing this the whole time? And the greatest acknowledgement is time. Doing the things you should do. Shouldn't feel like you're pulling teeth to get someone to acknowledge you or be in flow with you. So in a way, it's kind of watered down if you think about it, because if you're handling your business, which you should, because it is your life, why that one day when, that doesn't give you a pass. So I kind of understand that. And on the flip side, for the fellas, if you're doing a thing, handling your business, this should be nothing but the cherry on top of that beautiful relationship. Because you're loving yourself, and to truly love yourself, you're respecting yourself. And that person is honoring you by giving you time. You guys have a balance which goes back to, on a biblical term, you guys are yoked. And isn't that why relationships are the way they are? Isn't that the ultimate goal? You know? And with that being said, you're going to see a lot of what I call emotional potholes. No, nothing less than distractions this week. You're going to see signs of, acknowledgments of flowers and cards and teddy bears and whatever. You're gonna see that in your work environment. Let me tell you something. Everything is not what it seems. Usually, when you see that, the one that's over the top, guess what? It ain't gonna be there when they get home. That's all that is, a menagerie. It's nothing but a show. Because think about it. True love and acknowledgement is priceless. You shouldn't have to pay for it. You shouldn't. So don't get caught up in the hype. Everybody likes to be acknowledged for the littlest things, to the things on a grand scale, because you're alive. It just more or less validates your existence and that you're doing things right. But if it's a situation where, matter of fact, here's a good way to find out. You want to see how much of an impact that you have in someone's life? This is what you do. Decide to, I know people are going to go into shock, but don't make any phone calls. Don't make no phone calls. Life and death is life and death. But, this is the telltale sign. Just don't make any phone calls. Now, if you've made an impact in someone's life, guess what? Number one, they're gonna recognize there's an imbalance, and it's gonna cause them to question your behavior, because we're creatures of habit. And if they don't reciprocate that by checking on you, then that'll let you know exactly where you stand with that person. In essence, it's a good opportunity to do what they call social pruning. Don't hold on to things that doesn't serve you. And sometimes that may mean taking a path that only you take. You may have to do that, but in hindsight, that will let the other person know, hey, this is what I require. This does not mean taking a position of vindictiveness or being egotistical. And lastly, doing things that are pride driven. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen out of that. You will not get what you seek. You will get totally the opposite. But at a minimum, it should open up a forum to discuss whatever issues that need to be resolved, or at least put the foundation out there to correct. You can't have anything long-standing without a foundation. It will not last. And ain't that what you want? That's what you want. Now look, I hope you guys have really started to take this journey within yourselves and look at the things that have made you afraid. By now, you should have made a list, and slowly but surely, and you dictate the time, but set up a timeline of things that you want to overcome. Because once you do that, all that does is make room for the things that you should have anyway. But you got to be able to deal with your fears. It's your journey. And don't you deserve nothing more to have the life that you're entitled to? Yeah, you deserve it. Now, to go back to the first comment about Valentine's Day. You can have all the cards, all the materialism that you want, but if you're not loving yourself first, it don't it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. It's just a trinket. It's just like having it's just like someone giving you a ring, right? And and you're like, wow, shiny and it's like bling and all that. But if it doesn't have any significance, it loses its luster and eventually ends up in a jury box, because the reason why that ring was given was an acknowledgement of you. You feel what I'm saying? But it starts with you. I was talking to a partner of mine. He was like, "Yeah, man, I gotta do this and I gotta do that," and the way he was running it down, it sounded like a chore list. So I took the opportunity. I was like, "Look here. Why are you putting so much emphasis on this one day when you should have been doing this in the whole time?" You'd be surprised the little things make people happy. Like sitting down and actually listening to someone. Not hearing them, listening to them. Sender, receiver. But see, a lot of people think that, whatever my past dramas that I've caused and intrigues, this is my get out of jail card. Nah, that ain't nothing but a band-aid with a big old gash underneath. It ain't gonna heal right if you ain't putting the time in for it to actually heal itself. So you've got to first go back to self, look at the things that need to be corrected, starting with yourself. So I hope you guys really, really take this time and invest in yourselves. Love yourself. I don't care what y'all know. Y'all know. A person could turn around and give you the sun, but in actuality it's nothing but the stars. If you don't feel it within, you can't project it without, because it's a product of you. My ladies, I want you to understand something. You are God's gift. You are. You are the wildflowers to the earth. Start loving yourself. Start loving yourself. A man can't make that. He can only enhance what you give him. My fellas, if you got someone good in your life, you honor her, man. You do the work. She's not your mother. And ladies, he's not your father. Build that content between you so you guys can get it together. Because a lot of people realize that they think that, because you are in a committed relationship, that's all that's required. I'm paying bills and I do what she tell me to do and what. No. It don't work like that. Whatever happened to the friendship? Be each other's friends, but also give each other your space. Remember that. It starts with loving yourself, y'all. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Watch out for those emotional potholes. Watch out for those people that only want to take your smile away. You don't let nobody do that. Take that time for you. It's okay to step back and do the assessment needed. It's alright. That's your responsibility. You dictate that timeline. Okay? Anyway, you have a blessed week. God's God is praying for you. You know I am. It's time that we start loving each other and living a life that we should. Um, one more thing. Thank you very much for you guys checking out my videos. Feel free to post them out there. Um, now's the time that people need to change their mindset. The day of living in ego, that is nothing but an illusion, man. It's time to be happy, y'all, and handle your business. And if you got any questions, concerns, feel free, drop me a line. The next couple of videos, I'm going to start doing some interactive stuff because I would love to get your opinions. Okay? So you guys stay blessed. Stay warm because it's cold out here. And, just remember, God loves you. I'm praying for you. Till the next time. Peace.